Hello everybody and welcome to the Brink. She's yawning right now. Shall we try that again? Hello everybody and welcome to
the Brink.
Yay, we are on a boat. My name is Ben and this is Mallory.
Hi.
Sorry, should I try that again? My name is Ben.
And this is Mallory.
And we are on
a boat.
A boat. She actually said a boat. We're not a boot. She's pouting. We're currently in the city of Perth, which is in the state of Western Australia, which is in the country of Australia, which is on the planet Earth. And today we are going to Fremantle. We've actually been here for just over a week, and today is the day we head south, I want to say, to Fremantle. It is south, isn't it? Yes, I think so. But this is another episode where you'll hear things from Perth, probably mainly from Thailand too, because we're heading there tomorrow, but I haven't really done a whole lot of recordings during the week. We've been doing a lot of recordings, of course, of the Brink Unleashed night, coming soon to a theatre near you. But Mallory Foster, hello.
Hello.
What are your viewpoints and opinions and thoughts on Perth?
I like Perth. It's cute.
That's all you want to
Yeah.
add? Do you have any more observations?
It's a city.
Yes?
It is on Earth.
What have been your highlights of the week in Perth?
The stadium tour. The new stadium.
The Perth Stadium, yes?
The Optus Stadium. Sleeping in a comfy bed with pillows that work.
Did you enjoy the ice hockey the second time around?
Yes.
Yes. And we walked around the city, 2 days ago. Went to IKEA, which is a highlight.
IKEA.
Went to a couple of beaches. They were nice. Put our feet in the Indian Ocean. Mm-hmm. That was nice. And I mean, it's a unique city. I've never been here before. It's got a very different feel to it. Like you really do feel very isolated this far out. I feel it's people are different. People are nice, but it's almost it's very own place in Australia, because I guess it sort of is. It's so bloody far away from everything. I mean, it's quicker and cheaper for us usually to go to New Zealand than it is for us to go to Perth. So there's that. Now, I suggested to you earlier in the week that this is where you need to rank your cities.
Oh, I'm not ready yet.
Yes, you are.
No.
Wow, she doesn't want to do it right now. But what do you know about Fremantle?
The Dockers.
Yes. We're being talked to right now by Talkie Man. Do you know only the Dockers?
Sorry, what about the Dockers?
You only know, that's the only thing you know about Fremantle.
And there's markets?
Yes. There's no poutine. Well, I mean there is, but we can't find it. What colour are the Fremantle Dockers?
Purple.
And?
White.
Yes. How does the song go? You singing it this morning? Free, way to go. No? Okay. This is very exciting. I was really looking forward to you ranking the cities.
I'm not ready yet.
You're not ready? How long will you need?
Indefinite amount of time.
Indefinite amount of time. We need to come up with some segments for you, I feel.
What?
We need to come up with some segments for you, because, you're the co-host. Did I ask you the 5 questions?
Yes.
Did you answer the 5 questions?
I did.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Anyway, let's go to Fremantle. We might find something to talk about there. Do you think?
Maybe.
Maybe? Okay, well, say on to the next segment then.
On to the next segment.
We are in an airport, as I'm sure you can hear over the top of us right now.
Eating Asian candy.
We are in Singapore. Welcome to the Brink in Singapore. We have been sitting here for about 5 hours, and we are waiting for about another hour till we go off to Phuket. And how are you feeling right now?
Wonderful. I'm awake now.
How much sleep have we had tonight?
Not a lot. No.
You watched Eurovision this morning, though. I was proud of you.
Yes, I did.
And how did you feel about it?
It was a thing.
Good to know. But we asked you earlier to rank the cities of Australia, and I would like you to do it now. How are you feeling about this?
I still don't feel like I'm ready, but I'm going to try.
This is the capitals of Australia. And we're on a side note, we will lump the Gold Coast in with Brisbane because to us living there, it's basically the same place.
Yes.
So, shall we work up from 6 through to 1?
Oh, no. That makes my brain backwards. Okay. Sydney?
Is it the worst?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. She's thinking.
Sydney?
Why Sydney last?
I like Sydney.
You don't like Sydney?
No.
What's wrong about Sydney?
It was okay. It was just too busy. There were too many people.
Okay. What's 5th?
Either Melbourne or Hobart.
What? Why Melbourne?
Melbourne was nice.
But?
See, the thing is, I don't really, super dislike any of them. So it's just, really choosing the ones that I like the best.
So Hobart's 5th?
And then Melbourne.
Boo.
And then I think I'd go Perth, Adelaide, Brisbane.
Oh, interesting. Still Adelaide's pretty high.
I don't know. I really liked Perth.
Yes?
But I also really like Brisbane. I don't know. Those three are all just, tied.
Well, number 6 for me. This is difficult, actually.
Right?
Number 6 for me, even though I've lived there my entire life, love it to bits, sure, but, Hobart's got to be 6 out of all of them. I judge mine slightly different to Mallory because I like big cities, so 6 has got to be Hobart. See, I like Adelaide. I do like Adelaide, but I kind of have to put it 5th, just based on the other criteria in the other cities, but I do really like Adelaide. I can technically put Canberra amongst these because I've been to Canberra, but we'll save that for later. 4th, I think I'm going to have to put Sydney. I like Sydney, but again, there's just something about Sydney that turns me away from it, but I still like Sydney. 3rd, I reckon I'll have to put Perth. I really enjoyed Perth. I thought it was a very nice city, and I it took a while for me to get to liking it, though. Kind of the first few days that we were there, I was kind of like, this isn't what I was expecting it to be. It's, But then kind of, I think, seeing the city and then, Fremantle and just the areas around it added to it. 2nd, Brisbane/Gold Coast. It's only the weather that turns me away from it, but I still really like Brisbane. And Melbourne, of course, is number 1. And the fact that you, don't have Melbourne at number 1 means your list is obsolete. She gave me a look.
Yeah.
Has there been anywhere in this country that you've just gone, nah, hate it, don't like it?
I don't think so.
Launceston.
Oh yes, Launceston. That is actually true. I really don't like Launceston.
Jeez, this is the reason why we're together.
So when you say this country, we're not actually in this country anymore.
Well, that was a trick question.
Singapore.
What have you thought of Singapore?
The airport's nice.
It reminds us of a 1980s mall, doesn't it?
Solid 9 out of 10.
Oh, that's a solid rating. What's so high about this airport? Do you like the 80s mall vibe?
Everything except the 80s mall vibe.
We had some fairly cheap McDonald's.
Yes.
Which included the possibility of buying some rice porridge, was it?
Or some corn.
You could literally buy a meal, and instead of getting fries with it, you got a frickin' bowl of corn. I mean, what is that? I'm sorry if that's a cultural thing in Singapore, but that's just dumb. We were going to get Starbucks, but it was so expensive, $7 for a flat white. And if you're thinking, well, that's just Singaporean dollars, Ben, it basically equates to the same amount of money in Australian dollars. It was kind of redonkulous.
Redonkulous.
It was. How did you rate the chairs to sleep on?
Not high.
Not high. And the carpet?
Well, he looks quite comfortable.
And you had a go at the foot massage thing?
Yeah, that was the best part.
Now, I don't actually know where this place is, Bengaluru. Do you want to look that up for me, or can you not look that up on your phone?
No, I don't have Wi-Fi.
We're about to board, or apparently people are about to board a flight to Bengaluru, which kind of sounds like Ullaru's poorer cousin, but
Bangladesh and Uluru.
yes, they merged.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's in India. That's just a guess for me. India.
Yeah. What about Yogyakarta?
I'm going to say it's either in Indonesia or Japan. See, we can't really back our questions up right now because I'm going to have to press stop to look, and then that's going to be a thing we'll forget about to talk about later. So let's just say that we're both correct, yes?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, that's me here. Any last thoughts before we venture to the land of Thai?
No, I'm not sleepy again.
I don't know if those were words. Let's try that again.
I just got sleepy again.
That's a common thing when people listen to this podcast. Anyway, I'm going to Google a Bengaluru and a Yogyakarta, and we will speak to you on the other side of this.
Bye.
Welcome back to the Brink, and welcome to Thailand. This is the part where I should say beyond view from Thailand, or whatever the Thai version is of hello or welcome. We are currently sitting on the PP Island, the big one, overlooking such incredible sights, giant cliffs and trees and crystal clear blue water, and just, we can't really put it into words, I think, in terms of what we're seeing right now. Is that how you would describe what we're seeing?
I would tend to agree with that and the thing in my mouth. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, I just kind of really rubbed that right up there.
Yep.
So today, we might do a bit of a recap what we've done during the week, but today we're doing the PP Islands tour. We've just spent the morning venturing to the Viking caves, where we did some snorkeling, which was pretty awesome, followed by a
Lagoon.
Jurassic Lagoon, which I need to look that up. Apparently it was used in one of the Jurassic Parks.
It was in the first one, was what he said. And something about a waterfall and dinosaur. I wasn't really listening, but the waterfall was CGI'd.
There was no waterfall in the first one. He might.
Not the first one then.
There was a waterfall in Jurassic World.
Yes, I don't know.
Anyway, we'll look that up.
Said something about a waterfall being CGI'd into it.
Okay, we'll look that up. Then we went to the beach where they filmed The Beach, which we were able to get off and swim, and you weren't feeling too well.
No, I had a little nap in the shade, which made me feel a little better though.
That's good. I walked around a little bit and went to a 20,000 mile hike on to find a bathroom where the urinals were outside. That was an experience. And now, then we went to Monkey Beach, which might be the best thing of the whole place because there were monkeys on a beach.
And they swam. They swam after bananas.
They threw bananas in the waters and they basically jumped in and got them. It was hilarious. It's great. Probably the best photo I've taken this entire trip involves a monkey eating a banana in the water. And then we came here to eat lunch, and now sitting here watching the sea. A pretty spectacular day.
I agree.
Which, a lot of sun. I really don't like boats, as I always establish on these things, but I'm getting better.
Yeah, it's very warm. Very blah.
Very blah. But so far during the week, what have been your highlights so far?
That's a good question. I enjoyed the market yesterday.
Well, we made a friend.
We did make a friend. She was so cute.
Her name was Betty.
Yep.
Hello, Betty.
I've also really enjoyed today. The monkeys were the cutest things in the entire world. Yeah.
We also, so yesterday was the first day we actually left the hotel, because it's in a nice little resort. It's great what the Brink budget can get you. And we went to Batong Beach, which was beautiful, swam there, and then walked all the way along the beach road, found the market, and yes, Betty, our new friend, Mallory, bought about 5 dresses.
And 7-Eleven. Can we talk about 7-Eleven?
We'll get to 7-Eleven. About 5 dresses. I got an elephant and a Buddha. Which may or may not be for my father. Dad doesn't listen to this, it's all good if I just ruin the surprise. And I got myself a Raptors jersey, which I'm currently wearing right now, for 500 baht, which is about 20 bucks, so that's good. And then we went to 7-Eleven, to which we basically bought the entire store, I feel. We went to pay for it. It was, 370 baht. To which we tried to pay on our card. They didn't accept MasterCard, so they were like, oh shit, we've only got 320 in cash in baht. So we put like 2 things back and they just gave us the other stuff. So we worked that out to be about 13 Australian dollars, and the amount of stuff that we actually bought.
We got like 10 drinks and a whole whack of snacks and...
Ridiculous. The cans of Coke were 18 baht. To put that into perspective, the cans of Coke in our hotel are 90 baht. So it's basically 1 baht
25 baht to basically Australian dollar. So you're paying less than $1 a can, which is pretty awesome. May or not, I've already drank most of them already. But we've done a lot of swimming at our hotel. The pools are great. We'll be doing a lot more of that during the week. And we might do another episode, well, this is an episode, a part of an episode tomorrow, because we're going to see a big Buddha. And no, it's not me. I'm glad she laughed about that.
Yeah, we're excited about tomorrow, I think.
It's a city tour of Phuket, which involves a giant Buddha and also rice fields and cashews, which I learnt live in an orange fruit thing, which is interesting. But we've eaten very Thai, haven't we? I think once we've had Thai food, the rest have just had burgers and pizza.
And pasta.
Pasta, which is actually bloody good pasta. Can we just point that out? But tonight we're having Thai food.
I'm nodding.
Mallory nodded. She actually nodded. Have you learnt any Thai words? And not the one we saw last night on the Formula 1, please? So the Formula 1, so we thought we were going to have to watch it because the internet's not brilliant. So we were having to watch dodgy streams of like our football and everything. So I was thinking I'd have to watch like a dodgy stream of Formula 1 and it would lag and everything, but they actually showed it on TV in the room. It was great. Like, yes, it's like a Fox Sports feed, to which they overdubbed with Thai commentary, which was very interesting. It's a very boring race, actually, Mallory. I'm glad you didn't actually stay up and watch it. It was a very boring race. Despite the crash in the first lap, nothing else really happened. So.
I saw the crash. I did see the crash. I was awake for that.
Yeah. So, anything else you wish to add in this little segment?
Nope.
We're going to have some fun in this episode too, because later on we're going to do what we did on the Brink Unleashed 8, and we're going to rank our friends for the trip. I think Betty's sitting at number 1 right now, isn't she?
Yep, definitely.
We like Betty. Betty, if you're listening, hello. We're probably going to come say hello to you again on Thursday. But yes, that's it. Mallory's putting sunscreen on, and that's it for right now.
Guys.
Well, it's time to do a recording in Singapore, because that's where we are, and sadly we can't do it on a tour of the city because what happened?
We were late.
And also sort of early. Well, kind of.
Yeah.
Because we can't do... You're not
I don't know
explaining the tours very well.
You have to like be here at a certain time in order to get some of the tours, but there's like a 3 or 4 hour break in between, which is essentially when we're here.
Which sucks. So what have we been doing for approximately 3 hours?
Slowly eating and writing a list of people and sitting at McDonald's in the airport.
Which we could have had a yummy salmon burger. Which looked disgusting actually. And some seaweed flavoured chips.
Yes.
And good old rice and corn and shit. But, as per Brink Unleashed tradition of the last film, we have put together a list, excuse me as I choked to death, of
all of the people
whom
we met on our trip.
We didn't meet all these people. The memorable interactions throughout this trip. How many do we have, Miss Mallory Foster?
81.
That is just a couple. Now, we're not going to rank them all, because number 1 is going to be Betty. But we're going to go through these city to city, and we're going to give a brief explanation for them, and maybe give them a score out of 5.
Oh,
1 being shit, 5 being good.
Okay.
Okay. So you can start us off. Where are we first?
Sydney. So in Sydney, we have Pushy Bus Guy, who just kind of like jumped the line when the trains were down. We all had to take buses instead of the
We've been
train.
lined up for ages, and this guy just decided to push right through everyone. He was a dickhead.
And then we had Paris the checkout girl, who was our Woolies checkout girl.
Her name was Paris. That made her memorable.
Yep. Ice cream guy, so we met this, I think he's Dutch. There was this little guy at the end of a little peninsula where
Mission Impossible 2 was filmed.
Mission Impossible 2 was filmed, I knew that. And he had a little ice cream truck, and he was just so nice to us. And then there was also a married couple there who weren't really together, but they were getting their wedding photos done, and they were funny.
Because like this guy was just like chilling off in a corner, and this woman was like getting photographed, and if they'd been married that day, they just looked like they were sick of each other.
Yeah.
So, Melbourne was next.
Oh, goodness. Okay. In Melbourne, we have our Airbnb host, Srita. I can't see when you do that.
Well, you kind of need to have it close to your mouth.
Our waitress at Queenie's, the breakfast place, she was so good. She was cute. She was Asian. Drunk pervy girl. It looks like it says pony girl.
You're writing.
At the footy. Yep.
Explain that.
This girl was sitting in front of us, and I was saying something about one of the players, and she was just like, she just basically overheard me, and she was like, oh, he's hot, blah, 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 and like kept just like perving on all the players.
You mentioned another player, and she was just like, is he hot?
Yeah. Good time.
She wasn't there for the football.
No.
She was very well dressed too.
Yes.
She had about like 30 beers.
So many beers. Yeah. Yep.
Keep going. Well, I can't read the list if you want me to read something. She's such a great co-host of the show. I'm so glad she joined us. So we had these guys next to us who were Collingwood fans, funnily enough, at the Anzac Day game, and they were nice to you.
Yeah.
Because
we were cheering for Collingwood, and it was my first game.
And then also we put on the list here all the Essendon Sooks who left early because they're Sooks and they're Essendon Sooks. There was a guy busking outside the football on Friday night, Carlton versus Bulldogs. He had a sign that said needed money for beer. We've decided to put Exploding Kittens on here just because it's a game.
Yes.
Can you get that out? We can play that after I've done this.
Yeah.
The Mustang, so the guy or the girl dressed as the Mustang at the hockey who high-fived me and then got a photo taken with us. We put the Perth Thunder on here just because they all gave us high-fives and then went on to lose the game. The stupid woman announcer at the Mustangs game.
Terrible. She was so bad.
She sucked. Then we went to the Brighton bathhouses. There was these two American girls who were just getting photos. You took that photo, didn't you?
No, I think you took their photo.
I didn't take that photo.
Then yes, I took their photo.
You took their photo.
They took our photo?
No. We didn't get our photo taken in front of anyone's.
Oh.
We just took selfies. There was these two jumping Asian dudes who just were kept like jumping up, trying to get that starfish thing. What are they called? The star jump.
Yes.
You know the one where everyone jumps and...
Yes.
Yeah. There was this woman when we went to buy like a chocolate milk at like the Woolworths store in Brighton, and Brighton's like a very posh suburb of Melbourne, and this woman spent like $300-400 on groceries. She was very well dressed, and she basically like was buying all like antibiotic and probiotic and all the fancy kale and lemongrass buckwheat shit. She was very well off. Then we met the project guy.
Yes, James, the project guy. He'd been there 84th. It was his 84th time when we were there with him, watching the project.
He was nice. Then there was Ben, the warm-up guy, who was the crowd warm-up guy. He was the same warm-up dude who actually was there a year before. I remember him. But
Funny.
it's just because he's got a good name. Then special note to Pete Hellier, Carrie Bickmore and Waleed Ali, just because they're my new friends now apparently, because I couldn't sit in the show, but not Steve Price because he didn't talk to me. The stupid New Orleans woman.
Oh, that's not happening.
So what happened?
Just continue.
She made Mallory mad. The stupid woman who we booked an Airbnb at for Perth, but then we had to cancel, and then she was like, nah, but you only get 50% of your money back, which turned out to be like a quarter of it because there was some other stupid fee that came with it, so it was dumb. And the good busking band.
Yeah, they were outside H&M on our way home from somewhere when we were taking
Ice hockey.
From ice hockey.
Because we were going to get ice cream, and then we ended up going to Cotton On and buying me a shirt.
Yes. Anyway, there was this band, and they were amazing.
And we're changing now to Perth. Over to Miss Mallory Foster, who can also hold the phone.
No.
I'm forgetting sure.
No. Is our first person. That's pretty self-explainable. Next is the IKEA blowjob Asians.
No, who are they? You gotta explain that on here.
There was this couple in IKEA, and things were happening when we walked up, and it was great.
They were attempting to give each other fellatio.
That. Then we have the Russian takeaway guy. We were at, what did you say, Scarborough? And he was Russian, and
He had a takeaway store.
he had a takeaway store. Exciting stuff.
That's why he's the Russian takeaway guy.
Yes. Then we have the Canadian announcer at the ice hockey, because, come on, how can we not mention him? And the Perth instigator hockey player, he just like started this really big fight and then got thrown out of the game.
Can't remember what number it was.
Yep. And honorable mention to the Mustangs coach, because he was really upset and just like kept getting mad at his players. Then we have our tour guide Bruce from the Oval Tour, the Optus Stadium.
He was nice.
Yes. We also had 5 tour companions, and they were pretty awesome too. Ben, I think you can talk about the next one.
So, yeah, my beloved iPod of 12 years got destroyed by a rogue park bench in Perth, which basically tore a hole in my shorts and decided to like break the screen. So I love Perth. Perth was a great city, but its benches are fucking horrible.
Yes.
I'll give you an advice. This phone is fantastically special, to which I can speak in this end and you can speak in that end, so you don't need to keep turning it around.
Yes.
Technology, kid.
And then we had an Uber driver named Roger. He was there too. I think he was our only Uber driver on the trip.
You might want to talk it tonight.
I think he was the only Uber driver on the trip.
You, I think, are correct. Yeah. Yeah. But he was good. Hello, Roger.
Yeah, he was really...
He was in Perth.
Yeah, he was nice to us. And then we went to Fremantle, and...
Go Dockers.
Go Dockers. We had hot dogs, and they were yummy. So, the hot dog guy, yep.
He was like Indian too.
Yep, I put Indian on it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Mallory thinks that's funny.
Ben was kind of making fun of me earlier when we wrote some stuff down about how I mention race in a lot of my explanations of these people.
And I'm meant to be from the racist country here, people.
Whoops, I'm Asian. It's okay.
Quarter Asian.
And then we went to the Fremantle Dockers shop, and the girl was just so freaking bored. It was really cute. Not cute, sad.
Cute.
Apparently she was cute, according to Ben.
Sorry. Oh, come on. I've dealt with it 58,000 times on this trip. Oh, he's attractive. Move on.
Anyway, and Moana.
No. Make way, make way. You can just do the 3 Singapore and I'll do all the time.
Okay, so Singapore number 1. This is for our first time in Singapore, even though we're in Singapore again. The
army.
What?
The army.
Oh, no, I was going to say the, like, memorable, that's what I'm trying to say. The memorable things about Singapore the first time were the first smelly pit toilets, the 80s mall airport music and such.
Which we can still hear.
Yes. And the army just kind of walked through at one point.
It was insane. So, like, because we were there, like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and it was, like, basically empty. And so they had, like, this changeover of security staff, and then all of a sudden, like, there's, 10 Singapore Army dudes just walking through the airport with, like, AK-47s. Like, yep, that just happened. And we were, like, sitting opposite each other, because I think you were in the massage chair, wasn't it? And then we're just like, what the fuck? I wanted to take a photo of them. We're like, we probably shouldn't take a photo of them. They've got big weapons. And when the 80s mall, because anyway. So, Thailand, where we've been for the last week. This is a long one. Alright, so we had Sil?
Yeah. She was our check-in lady at the hotel.
We should have tipped.
Yes, she was so cute and humble. She brought us all the way up to our room and showed us around our room oh, this is the mini bar, this is the bathroom, there's the safe, this is how to work the safe, and it was really sweet.
I like Sil. Hello, Sil. Sign woman. Oh, so there's a woman at the airport which had a sign for Mallory, which was rude because I should have had a sign, but Mallory got it anyway. The first wonderful driver, Mallory's written here, so the driver from the first day, yes?
Yeah, from the airport to our hotel.
Who, compared to today's lunatic, actually drove safely and nicely. The day driver was like freaking Max Verstappen trying to take everybody out at corners and crash into people. Ooh, it's terrible. So we had a person who carried our bags, the young trainee, who was nice.
He was a bellboy. He was a bellboy.
And then we had old trainee who would say,
Canada.
Because Mallory's from Canada. Can you read this next one out for me, please? I want you to read that, because I said to write big, but you wrote something else.
You said fat first, and then you were like, no, write big, but I'd already written fat.
What was the full thing, though?
Fat bikini girl with legs spread.
Now, the story behind that is on one of the many times we were at the pool swimming and just relaxing, and can I just say that I missed that already, that there was this slightly larger girl in a smaller bikini who decided to lay by the pool with her legs quite open, which wasn't the most appealing thing we've seen on this trip. And she was only like, what, 16, would you say, 17?
Yes.
Mallory's nodding for those at home who can't see the audio that we're recording right now. We had a guy who... What?
Ben, did you ever actually see his Speedo?
No, I didn't. So I'm just taking your word.
Every time we saw him, I was like, Ben, you have to, like, watch this guy. Or, like, if this guy got up...
So asking me to check out a guy's Speedo.
Ben, look at him. Like, look at him. But his Speedo was lace. The entire thing was lace.
Okay, so there's this guy who apparently had a lace Speedo, but he was always on his tablet. Like,
Yeah.
as in, like,
Always.
I don't know what he was doing on it. So we've got here a gay couple, but there were many of them, wasn't there?
I don't know what you mean.
Okay, so when a man likes a man, that's called gay, and when they're together, that's called a couple.
I can only think of one gay couple.
But then there was, like, all those French guys who were in the pool the first day.
I forgot about the French guys.
They were all... Well, I mean, if they weren't gay, they were French, but there's not really a difference. But they were very cuddly and kissy.
Yes.
Again, they're French. You can't tell. What was that thing you told me about? It's like
Yeah.
a meme, French or gay?
There's like a video, French gay. Yeah.
Well, they're all the same to me. Look, there's anything wrong with that.
Maybe it's a song. I don't know.
There's nothing wrong with being gay. There's only something being wrong with being French. Then we had the drunk bald guy and friends. So there was the first time we were in the pool. There was this guy who was a bit drunk. He got in a fountain and shit. And then like...
His friends had gotten there and he had like gotten into the pool and they were kind of talking. He was like, oh, I want to go in this little pool. And the little pool was one of the fountains and he gets in and he goes, oh, it's cold.
We just also mentioned that none of the staff gave a shit. They thought they were like, so get out of that. They were just looked over and like, whatever. But he was with like these three other people. Like two were clearly a couple. And then there's this other girl who we were like, oh yeah, he's trying to impress her. Like maybe that's just another friend they've brought along or something like that. Because they weren't coupley at all. But then you said you saw them like next day holding hands, right?
It was a couple days later I saw them holding hands. But
They hooked up.
yeah.
So then we had a reliable older couple.
They're the ones who are always at the pool.
And the woman who had a silver bikini. Can I say, she was probably in the 60s. Decent body for a 60-year-old.
I feel like you are vastly overestimating her age. I think she was younger than that.
She was older than 40.
Yeah.
Maybe in her 50s.
Okay. I can deal with 50s.
Yeah, but she was for her age. She looked decent enough.
Yes.
All right, just saying. There was a reliable white couple with tramp stamp.
Yes, with tramp stamp. But it wasn't like a real tramp stamp. Anyway.
All right, now this has got an exclamation mark, and you can do the exclamation for this. Betty.
Betty was the lady at the market who sold us lots of things.
And we actually went back. She was like, on the first day, she's like, you come back see me, you know, I give you a deal. And we did go back basically yesterday just to see her, right?
Yes, we did.
Now, how many things did you buy from her?
I got 6, 7 dresses, a pair of flip-flops, 2 pairs of pants, a bathing suit, and a shirt.
And I got... Oh, we did talk about this earlier on in this episode, but we went back and saw it yesterday and I got more shit, so yeah. Alright, so then we have a taxi, tuk-tuk, massage suit, speedboat, etc. because you'd walk along the beach and taxi, tuk-tuk, speedboat, massage, shut up. And then we saw a great t-shirt at the market yesterday that said, what is this, like, no, I don't want a taxi, tuk-tuk, massage. If I want one, I'll fucking ask for one. It's very clever. We had a 7-Eleven lady who gave us free... Well, she's like Colel.
That's just Coke.
That is a very weird K.
It's a K.
Where does a K start and begin? You've got like a
It's like a
stick,
it's
the
a
curve,
cursive
and the thing
K.
with a mouth,
It's
the
a
end with a
cursive
full
K.
stop.
It's a cursive K.
Very Canadian K's are weird. But because we ran out of money, she gave us shit for free. So there's this guy who we were walking down. I think we might have said this earlier in the episode. walking down to the beach, and this guy pulls up on a little moped, and he's like, oh, where are you from, So he gives us like a scratchy each. Oh, what's going to happen? You pull it open, you've won something, and oh, shock horror, I've won like the highest prize. All I have to do is go sit through a 90-minute thing. And just his reaction, I think the best thing was his reaction when he looked at him and said, oh, no way, this never happens. Bullshit, mate. Bullshit. Alright, so we had the tall waiter guy at our restaurant who was fantastic. Like, he was very nice, he was there every night. The Asian who wouldn't give me a box. That's Mallory's, because what happened?
Okay, so on the first night that we had dinner at the restaurant, I think.
You were sick.
I was sick. And Ben got a box for my pizza because I went back up to the room because I was feeling like really, really sick. And Ben got a box for my pizza so that I could eat the next day.
I'm a nice boyfriend.
Because I asked him to.
And I'm a nice boyfriend.
Yes. And then I decided a couple days later, like, oh, I should get a box for all of the snacks that I'm bringing home for my family because I brought some snacks home from 7-Eleven for my family. And this Asian would not give me a box.
Twice, and you tried to get another one too.
I tried twice. It was the same girl both times. She said no.
Very protective of their boxes in Thailand. We had the mariachi band every night performing, who last night performed Michael Jackson.
Yes.
They did.
True.
We had the breakfast check-in lady.
Yes.
You wrote that, I didn't know if you had more to add.
No.
She was a check-in lady who worked at breakfast. It's funny that.
Charlie was our speedboat director.
Who told us about rabies and monkeys.
Yes, he was really cute.
It was really cute because like he could speak English, but it was like very like his accent kind of controlled what he was saying. Mm-hmm. So like you really had to listen to him, but like he could speak it though, like and he could understand you. But it's just he had very thick accent and just the way he would say things. It was funny. So then on the boat we had our Melbourne couple friends and the Melbourne guy who reminded me of guys who worked with at Mercury. And then we had an obnoxious Australian woman who just like yelled at everyone.
Yes, she was terrible. When we were getting we had already gotten our flippers, but her and her husband had 3 kids. And when they were getting her flippers, like, yes, her son was being kind of annoying, but she like totally like snapped at him and I just like felt so bad and like, oh, she was terrible. She was just, oh.
She sucked. Yeah. Bad representation of my country. Speaking of bad countries, there was a New Zealand couple on the beach at the place where they filmed The Beach, the movie, Leonardo DiCaprio, and I took a photo of them. Because, I mean, they gave me their camera. I'm not just like going, oh, you're New Zealand, I'm going to take a picture. Now, I'm not going to read out what this says in the paper. I'm going to read this in a different way. The South African couple who were on our boat, who were very, very nice. We got them talking to them, and they were trying to sell their beautiful country of South Africa to. Didn't matter what colour their skin was, Mallory. They were very nice.
Yes.
We liked them.
We did. They were super sweet.
There was monkey with bananan. You've written bananan.
I know.
Monkey with bananan.
The way that you say it sounds weird, so I can't think of how I was saying it before.
Bananan.
Bananan.
So this monkey had a banana. I think, like, wait to the film. The film's amazing because we literally have footage of this. Like, look at my social media. You should all follow me at home. But, like, this monkey jumped into the water because they threw a banana in it and it was swimming after the banana. It was eating the banana while it was in the water. And it jumped up on the rock and this other monkey jumped down and, like, ripped the banana from his hand. I was like, fuck off, it's my banana. Banana.
Yeah, he's so cute.
There was these, we were, like, on the island having lunch. We had to wait, like, 20 minutes for our boat. There was these one set of seats which you had to pay like 50 baht to sit in a seat. And then there was just these blank seats and we sat in them for like 10 minutes before this guy came up to me and I had no idea what he was saying. I thought he was like trying to sell me like a speedboat tour and I'm like, no, I don't, I'm on one. And then he's like, no, customer. He kicked us off these chairs. Rude. Didn't like it. Sweet tour guide and driver. Oh, the woman who did tell us her name, but there were lots of syllables involved in there. And the driver, who was nice. I don't think he spoke English, but he was so nice.
I think he said, like, good morning, how are you, or something at the very beginning when we got in the truck, but I think that's as far as the English.
Probably knows, good morning, how are you, and thank you. That's generally, this is for our city tour. Well, it's not really a city tour, it was more of a Phuket Island tour. And we also had an old guy, who, can we just say, like, he's an English dude. He lives in Spain. And like I thought he'd be like, I don't know, 61, 62. He was 75. That guy's eating some good vegetables and stuff.
Well, he was a vegetarian.
Well, exactly. There you go.
Yeah.
There was a German guy with a Filipino girl who I first thought was a guy who had like bought a Thai woman for the day, but I was being a bit racist here, Ben.
They were married.
But they were very weird. Like, she was very energetic and was like, darling, do this. And he was just like, no. So, I mean, I'm still going to say that maybe, like, he bought her a long time ago. That wouldn't be surprising. Again, I have an uncle who bought a male or a bride, so it's a thing. I can't remember which one of my uncles did that, but hello if you're listening. We went to a cashew factory where they make cashews, which I was fascinated because they have a fruit, and you told me about it, but then I saw it. But as you walked around this little, it wasn't a factory, it was like a shop front, there was like this woman who was like getting all the things out of the fruit, and there's like, 10 of us standing around with cameras taking photos and filming it. She doesn't even look up, doesn't even blink, she's just like, so we've written down here, the cashew woman with no shits to give. I liked her. Mallory's facial expression is coming through in the audio. There was the elephant and the baby elephant, because we didn't ride them, because we chickened out, but then there was a baby elephant you had to pay to feed.
I don't think you had to pay.
You did. There was a thing next to it that said like 100 baht for like a bag of food.
That's what I've heard.
So then there was a little old man and his jackfruit. Now the monkey was a bit cruel, like this chained up monkey. Still cute though. But the little old man who had the monkey was really cute. I liked him.
Yes.
He looked like he loved his little monkey. That was his little friend. There was these two girls at this place. It was, all I remember was just really hot there. They were making rubber, which is actually really interesting how they made rubber out of rubber tree. And a girl who swirled a rice thing.
Yep. They were like both really bored and yeah.
Yep. There was, when we were eating food at this restaurant, it was like whatever it was, Mallory was enthralled by these guys building a wharf.
Yeah, they were just like swimming in the water and building a wharf, and it was so freaking hot that day. Like I couldn't imagine.
You couldn't imagine
working in that heat.
So there was a pause there, and there was more to come. Thunderstorms, because that was pretty awesome being in one of them.
Yes.
You're losing like talking ability right now, aren't you? There were 2 interracial couples that day, so why not? Gay for equality. The security people at the resort were awesome because they were always like say hello and were nice. And then there was the ones at the front of the resort.
It was always the same one. It was always the same one who was the...
He'd like run out the middle of the road with his red flag and stop traffic for us to cross the road. So yeah, good on you, John. He looked like a John. As we were walking back to the market yesterday, there was like this guy, we went up a different street, and he like, at first I thought he was asking where I got my hat from, because I was wearing my Canada hat. Then he's like telling me about my sunglasses, and I'm like, oh no, I got it from home. And then I didn't realise he was trying to sell me sunglasses. So he's like, okay, I'm like, okay, I looked at a couple of pairs, I'm like, yeah, no, that's all right. He was trying to sell me one for 850 baht. I'm like, oh, would you do it for 500? He's like, oh yeah. And then he was trying to sell me other ones, and basically it got to the point where I was like, oh, okay, give me one pair for 300. And I'm like, oh, he's like, all right, deal. And then he tried to show me another pair. I'm like, hey, give me 2 for 500 baht. He's like, all right. And then I went and bought another pair for 500 baht up the road. But anyway, there was the cute checking guy from this morning, as in cute, as in like he was like puppy cute, not like, oh, I want to touch your bum cute. And then there was a girl lining up in front of us this morning, getting on the plane, who literally had a tattoo of herself on her leg.
Yeah, that was an interesting one.
Would you ever get a tattoo of yourself on your leg?
No.
Oh.
No.
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 So who would you stand out? Give me your top 3.
Betty. The monkey. These are all Thailand ones. Probably our tour guide from the city. Or maybe Canada.
Okay.
I don't know.
Betty. Cashew woman who didn't give a fuck. Oh, that's South African. I forgot about South African, guys. Monkey.
A monkey.
So it's been a pretty fun trip. Yeah. We'll have to come back and wrap something up. Maybe tomorrow, Monday, who knows. We'll probably be back in Australia. But any last thoughts before we close out the Singapore leg of this area?
No. I'm tired.
How's my jumper?
Comfy. Warm.
Saskia here? Sorry. Let's move on to the next bit.
Well, it's been a fun ride. So much fun that we've managed to come back home and are no longer overseas. We've returned home safely.
We have.
And we are excited or sad?
A little bit of both. excited to just like be stationary, but sad to not be in prettier places.
Well, I mean, you're next to me. That's a pretty place, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes! But we'll be back next week. As always, you can remember to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe on all the channels, and also go to YouTube and stuff. But we'll have more of a regular show for you next week, and maybe we'll come up with a few new segments to help this one out and do some shit and stuff. I don't really know. Do you have any ideas?
No.
No? Okay. Well, I'm going to close it out. Thank you for listening, and until next week, keep sucking those oranges, Hobart, and...
Good night. Oh, was I supposed to say the entire thing again?
Well done.
Bye. Wait, do you want me to actually say it now?
You can press stop now.
Oh.